Welcome in, Chipola Nation. I'm Donnie Tyndall, head men's basketball coach here at Chipola College. Have a couple of my players here with me. On my left, Christian Valarezo, and on my right, Prince Johnson, two freshmen in our program. Christian is a redshirt freshman. Prince is a true freshman. I'm going to let these guys introduce themselves, tell you a little bit about where they're from, their high school playing background, and we'll do the same. Let's start with you, Christian.
Yeah, sure, Coach. I was born in Pensacola, Florida. That's where I'm from. I was raised and played ball, went to school in a small area nearby called Milton, Pace kind of place. Played Milton High School basketball all 4 years, couldn't really make it out. We were stuck in regionals 2 to 3 years. So, not too much to speak about there, but, had a pretty solid career, and it gave me a chance to come here.
How many points did you score in your career, high school career, Christian?
I think it was about 850, 900.
So almost 1,000-point score in a really good program. I know that area is good, not just football, but it's pretty good basketball as well. So that's quite an accomplishment. And Prince, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Prince Johnson. I'm born and raised in Kannapolis, North Carolina. I played high school my sophomore year at Marlboro County in South Carolina. We won the state championship. Then I transferred to Combine Academy. We was top 10 in the nation. And then for my senior year, I transferred to Pebblebrook High School. And yeah.
How'd you do your senior year, Prince?
I did good. I led the state in blocks.
Let it in block shots. I believe that. We chart every single thing we do, 5-on-5, stat-wise in practice. So, like real games, anything we do live in practice, we stat it. And Prince, who hasn't got to play a lot on our team this year as a freshman, he's playing behind some good big guys, leads our team in block shots during practices. So, I believe it. He's got a knack for blocking some shots. And let's go back to you, Christian. Tell us a little bit about why you chose to come to Chipola.
No, yeah, of course. When it comes down to the end of the day, I had a handful of junior college offers, weighed my options, obviously had a couple of visits, met with the coaches, had some talks with my family, and I really just thought, considering, giving me the ability to improve, giving me the ability to play, and things of that nature, I thought that, this place and you as a coach, really gave me that opportunity.
Yeah, and your red shirt freshman, your first year, your red shirt on a team that was 21-0 at one point, number one in the country, played behind and practiced against some really good guards, and then this year, unfortunately, had an early season leg injury that kept you out a couple months, but Christian has worked his way back in the rotation. He started 2 or 3 games for us, made 3 big threes against our Gulf Coast, right? In our second game against them at home to help us get the win. So he's got a bright future. We'll see what plays out for him next year, but if he decides to come back, then I would think he'll compete for a starting job next season going into his sophomore year. And Prince, what made you decide to come to Chipola?
About the same reasons as Christian. I like winning. I seen y'all had a good program. And I liked the things y'all was doing in the program.
Yeah. Well, when you got here, was there anything that you can take basketball out of it if you want? Maybe it's something on campus or a professor, anything at all. The town maybe that surprised you in a good way where you're like, man, I didn't realize it would be this good or that would be that cool or this would be that positive. Anything at all?
Oh, yeah, the town where I came up at in Bennettsville, South Carolina, it's like similar to Mariana. It's like about the same. So I like that. I feel like I'm back at home.
Yeah, just kind of a small, tight-knit community type feel about it, doesn't it?
Everybody together.
And I tell people, there's no major university here, so Chipola is the big ticket in town. There's no pro team, no Division I team, so the fans support our program like it is a Division I program, which is pretty cool. How about you, CB? Anything that really surprised you in a positive way?
I think I really just got to agree with Prince. My town wasn't, necessarily as small or as tight-knit as you're saying, but I can appreciate, and I do appreciate the kind of familial unit that we have here in Mariana.
Yeah.
Everybody's supportive, everybody's here at the games, and, you really get to kind of feel that energy when we're in the gym. That's what we experience, and I love that.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Well, tell me this. I always give the guys a chance to ask me one question. So, Prince, we're going to start with Christian. I'm sure you got to give it some thought over there. No tricky, hard questions, all right?
Yeah.
But, CB, any questions for Coach DT you might want to ask?
I guess I'd ask you, as a player, obviously, all of our first goals are to be, we want to be pro, we want to play at NBA, we want to play any kind of professional basketball, we want to get paid to play, right? So we love it that much. But I just want to ask you, as far as, coming up as a player, did you know at some point, were there hints, were there, signs that, you would be a coach one day, you would love that, or did you kind of, direct to that?
Well, I was like you guys. I wanted to keep playing basketball until I was about 55, but obviously wasn't good enough to do that. Played Division I, but didn't get a chance to go on and play pro basketball at any level. And so I got my degree in secondary education with a business minor, and I was going to teach either history or business and coach high school basketball. And I did my student teaching my senior year, the last semester. And it wasn't something, I'll be honest, that I totally enjoyed. And so I said, okay, now I definitely want to coach. What can I do to be around the game if I don't want to go teach history for the rest of my life? And fortunately, I went back to my old junior college where I played before Moorhead and absolutely loved it and never looked back. My goal really from the first day I walked back on that campus to coach, my goal was to be a Division I head coach. So I probably knew by the time I was a sophomore in college that I wanted to coach, but I truthfully anticipated it being at the high school level. Yeah. How about you, Prince?
My question is, like, what's the best forward that you got to coach through the years?
Well, I've coached a lot of great forwards. That's a tough question. In college, there's absolutely no doubt about it. It'd be Kenneth Fareed. Kenneth was a guy that had one scholarship offer out of high school. He was from Newark, New Jersey, and the only scholarship offer he had was to me at Moorhead State. 4 years later, we developed him, all to his credit, how hard he worked. He was a first-round draft pick and a second-team All-American. He was a 22nd overall pick, played 8 years in the NBA and had a great career, made about $80 million. But then when I got to the pro level, I was fortunate enough to be an assistant with the Raptors. We had Pascal Siakam, who's now a max contract guy with the Raptors, or he just got traded, but max contract guy, has been an all-star. When I was with the Pistons, we had a really talented young guy named Sekou Demboya, who was a forward. He was a lottery pick from France. The young kid, I coached him most of that year in the G League. He was 18 years old, but super, super talented. Dante Hall I had in the G League, who was a great forward from Alabama. So we've had some good ones. I would say on the college level would be Kenneth, and probably on the pro level, Pascal Siakam. Two pretty good players right there, Yeah. All right, let's go back to Prince. If you had to say you have a goal, both individually and as a team, as this season is winding down, and to give our fans a quick update, right now we're 25-4. We're ranked 9th in the country. We're one game up on the Panhandle to win an outright championship. We have one game remaining Saturday against Tallahassee. If we win that game, we're outright Panhandle champs, which will be the 4th year in a row we've at least had a share of the conference championship here since I've been here. But with that being said, give me an individual goal and maybe a team goal that you have for the rest of the season, Prince.
An individual goal is like being more vocal with my team, like finishing more balls around the rim and stuff like that. But as a team, I think we need to have like better chemistry coming up to the tournament, like the state tournament, national tournament, to like win more games.
Yeah.
And be successful in those tournaments.
You feel like we have the type of team that our chemistry's getting where it needs to be? We're getting close?
Yeah, I can tell our chemistry is getting better with the team. We is getting closer.
Yeah, good. What about you, Christian?
I'll start with the team. I just think that, first of all, biggest goal we have, I want to go state, want to go national, obviously, right? Chemistry is a great way, to get there, focus on that. And I'd say individually, I'd probably chalk it up to just, another kind of overall theme is get better, continue to always get better, never stay stagnant, whether that's just me as a person, me in a spiritual relationship, or me with other people within the team. That'd probably be my two goals here.
Yeah, well, good. I think these two guys have been the perfect type of guys that embody what our program's about. Both are good students, both handle themselves the exact right way in our community, both on campus and off, and they're really hard workers and they're talented guys. Both these guys are Division I players. It's just a matter of what level they'll be Division I players in due time, and they've been a big part of our success this season. You know, Christian was part of a team that went to the national tournament, went to the Sweet 16 last year. Prince won a state championship in high school. I know he's trying to do the same thing here, but we're really, really proud to have these guys in our program and how they represent our program and our school. And a couple important dates. The first one is, like I mentioned, this upcoming Saturday, our last game of the season. It's at home. It'll be sophomore night. All our sophomores will be honored. It's a 4 o'clock tip-off, if I'm not mistaken, against Tallahassee. We hope if you haven't came out to watch a game that you will come out on Saturday. We're trying to pack the Milt for our last home game and to get this conference championship. And then the state tournament starts March 13th. It's over in Niceville at Northwest Florida. We obviously don't know who we play yet, but we will be in the state tournament. We'll be playing on the 13th, so we're looking forward to that as well. Hopefully you can make the trek over there to join us. But we appreciate all our fans. Appreciate you tuning in, and we'll hope to see you Saturday at home against Tallahassee. Go Indians.